White. Newt Gingrich.
Yes. Don't get me started.
Jada Pinkett Smith.
Will and Grace is returning to NBC, more than a decade after the 6-time Emmy-winning sitcom wrapped its 8-season run. The Fab Four are back for the revival, but what else about the groundbreaking comedy is the same? And what's changed since the last game night? Here's a handy guide on what to expect on screen and behind the camera ahead of Thursday's highly anticipated premiere. First, the creative team is mostly the same. Series creators David Cohan and Max Muchnick are back in the driver's seat as showrunners, and executive producer James Burrows, who directed every episode of the show's original 8-season run, has also returned in the same capacity. Joining them are 3 original Will and Grace writers, as well as longtime producer Tim Kaiser. So how many episodes can you expect? The revival was originally greenlit for one 10-episode season, but that number has grown dramatically. Season 1 was expanded to 16 episodes, and a second 13-episode season has already been greenlit. With the original run clocking in at 194 episodes, that means Will and Grace will celebrate its 200th episode milestone this season. And of course, the original cast is back together again. The core 4, Eric McCormick, Deborah Messing, Sean Hayes, and Megan Mullally, are all part of the revival. Other returning familiar faces include Harry Connick Jr., Minnie Driver, and Leslie Jordan. However, one fan favorite who won't be back is Shelley Morrison, aka Karen's beloved maid, Rosario. Muchnick told THR the decision was dictated by Morrison's retirement. He said the void left by Rosario would be addressed in future episodes. The same will hold true for the late Debbie Reynolds, who played Grace's mom, and Sydney Pollack, who played Will's dad. As far as guest stars go, Will and Grace was always known for bringing in impressive talent, including Madonna and Cher. So far this season, the multicam comedy has lined up Tony winner Ben Platt of Dear Evan Hansen fame, 4-time Emmy winner Jane Lynch, and more. Finally, what about the storylines? Cohan and Muchnick have already discussed their decision to largely ignore the series finale, which saw Will and Grace go their separate ways with their respective partners. Instead, when the series returns, Will and Grace are still single and still living together, with Jack just a hop and a skip across the hall. Also, despite splitting from her longtime and never-seen hubby Stan in the first finale, Karen will still be tied down to her old ball and chain in the revival. But not everything will be the same. For one, the entire group will be dealing with their age in a new way, such as the second episode of the new season when Will and Jack both attempt to date younger men. Also look for Will to branch out professionally, and for Will and Grace to go into business together. It also won't take long for politics to creep into the series. The season premiere deals with Karen again supporting Trump. Muchnick told THR, "There's a lot of tension in the air, so there's a lot of things to write, and there are a lot of reasons to make an audience laugh." For much more on the Will and Grace revival, check out THR.com, and in the meantime, head to the comments and let us know if you'll be tuning into the premiere on Thursday on NBC. For the Hollywood Reporter News, I'm Tiffany Taylor.